us when can hear us. La 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 la. Okay, now we're good. We're good. So once again, good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's your online favorite, radio show that we are live, and we're here every Wednesdays. And tonight is special, in as much as we have the whole crew in the building. We have a special guest who is a very dear friend of mine, a special guest that is a spiritual guest in the human form that's going to help us tackle and break down some kind of important discussions in a very.
So that some people, some people marry.
And it's tied to a special program coming up in October, this very month of October, on the 18th, 19th, 18th and 19th. If you have not gotten your tickets, please get your tickets. Please get your ticket. And we're having a special guest, the one and only former presidential aspirant. He's a motivational speaker. He's a brand developer. He's a life coach. You can call him a pastor. He has a wonder. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Why are you so packaged today? No, I'm not talking
of... Everybody's looking at you.
I'm not talking of dressing.
We've noticed you.
The way
you are well packaged. We've noticed you.
See, since you don't finish your shoe, your packaging don't become extraordinary.
Brother,
if you see his belt alone,
I need to help you.
You will think it's WWF.
I need to help you.
Don't worry, Anthony Joshua will soon rematch. If he wins.
I need to help you.
And his beautiful wife, they'll be coming. She was one of the foremost people who started the makeup business in Nigeria.
The person of Tara.
Yeah, in the person of Tara. So we're talking about Mr. Fela and Tara Durotoye. They'll be coming in. In fact, you know what? We're going to play you a video for you to watch, and you will understand what I'm talking about. You will hear it from them live, So, but before then, I just want to quickly check on the guys. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Your week was okay?
It was amazing.
It was on point?
Yes.
Uncle Chaple?
Doing well. The mood of independence celebration.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Nigeria, happy independence.
Man, is it that bad?
I
forgot. Is it that bad that we just forgot like that?
You didn't even say hello. You're still talking about is it that bad?
No, that's my hello to them, man.
Well, maybe people have lost faith in it. People are tired of what is going on.
A lot of people have actually lost faith, honestly, because when you see some videos that people, I think there's a video that I don't know if it will be coming up. A guy videoing. I saw it on Daily Momodu's page. It was a guy that was videoing a bridge.
Yes.
That was collapsing and people were passing.
Yeah, I saw it.
And, one guy was telling him, must you video it? And the way the guy crushed out on the guy. Are you mad? Why can't we video?
It's sad.
So it shows that people are frustrated.
Yeah, and whereas while that is going on, there was dinner going on. Celebration, dinner celebration,
cake.
going on in some places and all. But you see, it's just a sweet and sour atmosphere. So we're all good.
Yes.
We're all good. Big shout out to Tyler Perry. Congratulations to you. He got his name on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, wow.
And he's the only guy that owns a studio without partnership with any company.
Yep.
So big shout out to you.
But I think maybe
Tyler Perry Studios.
Production wise, he partners with Liongate.
I say he owns a studio. I didn't say
production wise.
No, I don't want to tell you that.
What's wrong with your package?
But that's so Nigerian.
What's
so Nigerian.
What's wrong with your package?
So where am I from?
That's because with that Nigerian mentality, it's like, so and so just bought a house. But does his house have gates? Does it have gates?
First of all, get something right. Nigeria is actually mentality. If you don't know.
No.
America is a mentality. Have you thought about it? See, I don't shock them.
No, we are trying to think of what you are saying. It's not. We are trying to balance it.
Think about it. According to Joshua.
Bring out a bell and jump Big shout out to Candy BB, Donex, Damola Ekpomolu, and of course DJ Femstar. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. So now let's just quickly introduce our special guest, the pastor of Abundant Life Church. Very young, wonderful hearted, very what's up, wake up
So,
man.
is this your key?
That,
Yes.
See, we will not receive.
you will say it's packaging.
No,
I mean.
first of all, are we not going to receive this call?
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a round of applause to Pastor Tychus.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
TP.
He's the host. He and the church, they're hosting the special program for married couples, people dating,
together.
and people who are engaged.
We have one
and,
for singles too.
Oh yeah, singles. That's what I'm saying. It's a 2-day packed event for married couples, then also singles, and those dating, those who are engaged, those who are not showing they are dating, but they are dating. You understand? See why soundtrack towards you. I don't understand why.
Chaple, what's going on?
Do you understand?
Chaple, say something.
Is it because you're engaged?
Hey, Toki, what's up? How are you? Good to Toki tuned in. Hey. I'm sure the whole members of the church will be tuning in.
Wow.
How you doing?
Very well. Very well.
Great. How's ministry?
Doing great.
Pastor Ty is not new to Afrobeat Live.
Yeah.
He's a member of the family.
He comes from a party.
Yes.
No, he does the official opening prayer
And
of
leaves.
the party and leaves.
No, I stay for a while and then when the real party is about to start.
I told you, he's young at heart and he's a wake up somebody. He's been here not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, different interviews. And of course, he was involved in the presidential campaign and race for fella Duro Toye. So it's good to have you,
Thank you
here
so
with
much.
us.
Good to be here.
This particular edition is dedicated to the event coming up, and I'm happy because it's connected to the topics we've been dealing with for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Come and help us.
Yeah.
By us, you mean you.
Somebody needs help, sir.
No problem.
Somebody needs help.
Just like the video that we started with, that's the kind of help. When you go to your pastor and, he can give you such prayer, that's a correct pastor. Hey, Princess Paula Obaseki. It's good to see you, my God. Oba Tope is here. Also, Awokoya, thank you for joining us. Shegun Owolabi, thank you. Shegun Owolabi, sorry, thank you for joining us. Now,
That's
we want to watch a video and we'll be right back. Okay?
Hello everyone, my name is Fela and I'm so excited that Tara and I will be coming to Pastor, a friend, my brother from another mother, Pastor Tychus, fondly known as PT, and the Abundant Life Chapel family. And they're going to be hosting us at the 2019 One Heart Marriage Conference. It's going to be happening in Bowie, Maryland. So everyone in the DMV area, we are coming to you.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Over the last 18 years, God has taught us certain things that are based on His Word that we've practiced in our marriage. We've had challenging times, but we've enjoyed most of it. So we're looking forward to sharing our experiences with you.
All right, and so that's going to be happening on Friday, the 18th of October, and Saturday, the 19th of October, 2019. And once again, that's going to be at the Abundant Life Chapel Church. And so if you want more details about that, please just visit myabundantlife.church or the details at the bottom of your screen, all right?
So we're looking forward to those who are engaged, single, married couples. Just come with an open heart.
Just come with an open heart, come with a friend, come with anyone that, just come and be there, all right? So look forward to seeing you. Bye.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is...
So you heard it, live and direct. Mr. Fela, also let me say, Pastor Fela and Tara Doity, they're coming live. So don't miss it. It's happening live at Bowie Performing Arts Center.
That's correct.
18th and 19th. We're going to be discussing more about that. The topic of the day says finances in marriage.
Yes.
Finances in marriage. So first of all,
And sir, please, there's a subtopic
Okay.
we're adding to it.
No problem.
So the subtopic is if your husband
Yes.
just do small, he just cheats small. Is it enough for you to leave?
Okay.
okay, all right.
We'll get to that.
But if it's finances,
Yes.
the subtopic should be if your husband should steal
A bit.
from your joint
Account.
account. Is it enough to say he cheated on you financially? Anyways, let's hear from Pastor Ty. Would like to know him. How have you been? What's up with you? Tell us about church, and then we can proceed with the, talk of the day.
Okay, I'm doing good, doing very well. First off, very, very quick shout out to my family. My oldest daughter is watching, and she said I must shout them out. So, Anna, Oreda, Deolu, God bless you guys. Love you all. Okay, so real quick, as you know, the church started just about 3 years ago. We're doing very, very well. I think we just crossed over 100 people.
I've been there.
Thank you. Doing good. My wife and I are still bivocational, meaning I still work 9 to 5. That should be changing soon.
Write it down, bivocational. Write it down. You have a pen. Bivocational.
Write it down.
Write it down. Jot it down.
Yeah. But outside of that, God is good. We're doing good things, doing great things. The reason we're doing this conference, really, the vision God gave me was just for marriages, just to strengthen marriages. Strongly believe marriages are like the bedrock of the community, the society. And most times when that breaks, you can see that problem. And so we're just trying to help build people. Every marriage is going to go through stuff, but how can we work in a way where we're built to last and we make it to the end.
In relation to what CY had mentioned as a subtopic.
Yes.
People see pastors and just have that ideology of these people are just correct.
No.
It's just sweet for them.
No.
They are perfect.
Very false.
Are there times as a pastor you are so pissed with your wife?
Yes.
Actually, I heard something from a pastor today.
Like,
I
you want to slap her.
I was listening. I was listening to a pastor today.
Yeah.
He said, any marriage that you don't have like misunderstanding, you're just lying to yourself.
Yeah, that's not the real
Oh yes. So let's hear from. You want to say something?
No.
Yes.
I'm here to learn.
Okay.
She's pretending.
Oh, she's like
This
this.
one.
That's a good time.
You'll give her 3 minutes. We are counting.
Okay.
You will soon hear. No, I'm trying to say. No, we need to talk this thing out. No, you will soon see.
All right.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
to answer your
About
question, I mean, good marriages have to be intentional. I think people think it happens like by a miracle. No, you have to.
Not Hollywood.
No, you have to tend the garden. You have to work. Once there's two people involved, when God says a man will join his wife, there's going to be friction. There's going to be conflict. How you resolve that conflict is what will get you there. So to your specific question, yes, there are times that you get upset, but the Bible says be angry but do not sin. So the Bible leaves room that you will get angry. Proverbs says if a woman upsets you, you should actually step out of the house. And so Proverbs says that.
Which means
hold
I've been doing the right thing.
No, step out of the house like how?
3 minutes never shoot.
No, I
I
think
was waiting for it.
I told
No,
you.
because
I told you.
I'm just saying
explain.
we should clarify.
Yes.
Step out of the house, but not step out of your marriage.
Oh, no, definitely not step out of the
No,
marriage.
why is he going to
I'm just saying some people
Debbie,
they
Debbie.
step out of the
Not
house.
people that sing,
and-
your own kind of sing.
I'm just saying they step out of the house and then they fall.
The reason
into
why
somebody
Proverbs
else's
said that,
life.
the reason why Proverbs said that is because you people, you women, your wala is too much, and you can frustrate men.
And the men,
Like when
the
I
men-
read
the
when
men
I
have
read
a
about
highlight.
I was
Samson,
gonna say y'all.
when I
frustrate
read,
us.
calm down. When I read about Samson, the strongest guy on earth,
Yes.
what we were taught was because of woman,
Yeah.
the
went-
woman deceived him.
Yeah.
If you read that scripture, from my own understanding, she frustrated him to the point whereby he gave her the secret. Go and read it. Because several times, like, you woman, leave me alone now. So when he tells her, okay, it's when I sleep at night and I drink, she will do something.
PT, start a branch. Give this guy.
Okay, wait. First of all, big shout out to people who are watching, yeah. Oh,
Hey, let's stop
the
there.
page I've run. Let me use my this thing. Big shout out to Sheyi Brown for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out to Toki Tychus. I did. Oyin Lomo, Anisim, Fumi Eboda. People are watching now. They like all this kind of topic. Okay.
Talk by.
Takwa has a question.
Yeah.
Tokwe Babs, right?
Yeah, he says, wait, is it only the man that should step out?
No.
Everyone should stop.
No,
Bible-
Mr. Tokwe, follow the scripture. What did the scripture say? Man should step out, Abi. Why are you looking for whether the woman should
The
step
woman
out or
should
not?
step out. The context there is rather than do something you're going to regret. Just, take a walk.
Simi Twins, God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Selena Tori Miro, thank you for joining. That name rings a bell. Mr. Carl Omachola, thank you for joining us. So, now, reason why I asked you that question is because for the past few weeks, we've been dealing on the topic of revenge.
Okay.
Especially in relationships.
Marriage
and all.
Yeah.
So, do you really justify revenge? Because we know that revenge at times, or most times, is an evil act.
Yes.
But there are some kind of revenge that doesn't look like revenge, but is interpreted revenge. Actually, what you're trying to do is teach the person a lesson. So what's your take on it between a man and his wife? That's why I said, does she piss you off to a point where you now want to do something to piss her off back? Is it to teach her a lesson or is it revenge?
So the way I look at it, right, 1, 2 wrongs never make it right. And 2, marriage is not about keeping score. Let's be honest. If you keep score, it's always going to be even.
We need to jump things down. We need to jump things down.
Audience.
Marriage is not about score.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's not keeping score. It's partnership.
Sir, do you want to
What's
drink?
this man doing? Write something
have a
down.
drink.
What are you doing there? We kept you there as a journalist.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So really, marriage is partnership. So even if someone does something, if revenge, you're really not hurting just the person, you're hurting yourself also. You're hurting the marriage. And you can apply that to finances, to infidelity, to everywhere. It doesn't make sense to revenge cheat. Doesn't make sense to do something that you think you're going to hurt your spouse, which in turn hurts you.
So which means if you have been involved in revenge before, you hurt yourself?
Absolutely.
Because
marriage is partnership.
there are people I know. I can give you an example.
Yes.
The one that throw kelebe inside water, the one that use werekwe inside baffy water, the one that broke equipment, the one that sold equipment didn't break, then the one that used very few of us are very innocent.
Yes.
We don't do revenge.
Yeah, breaking trust in marriage.
So all these people, they were hurting themselves.
Yes.
But were you sorry? I forgot.
You didn't list anything I did, so I don't know. I can't relate.
Really?
So,
I didn't do anything. So you were saying?
No, that wasn't in marriage. It wasn't in marriage.
That was to my.
I asked generally.
Yeah.
When you said revenge, when you're doing it, you're hurting yourself. So I asked in general. Is it that every revenge that you do that you hurt yourself?
No, I think.
I mean, I thought I had the context of marriage. In place, but every revenge, maybe not hurting yourself, but at the end of the day, really is 2 wrongs don't make it right. Like it comes back somehow.
Oh wait, Mr. Tokwe said, why are the ladies on the forum extra happy? He's talking about all of us now. Please, those of you watching, thank you for being a part of this. Help us click on the button share on your page, okay? Just help us to click on that button share. Feel free to call in also, 202-681-0389. 202-681-0389. Pastor Tyre is here. We are here to answer some of your questions. And we're going to go straight to the program.
Can you read Compare Myers' comment?
What did he say?
He said, I don't think teaching a lesson is the best part for men because women have better memories. I'm just wondering what's wrong with this.
They have better memories or bitter memories of the...
He said better.
Maybe he wanted to write bitter. Is it true?
No, we have better memories.
Better memories.
We have better.
Well, do you understand what he's trying to say?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's trying to say that like you shouldn't say that.
Oh,
if you're good,
yeah, I
you
get
should,
it.
yeah.
Because women will remember.
Yeah, we'll remember.
Because they'll have more things against you.
Yeah. They're not to keep
Yeah.
scores.
Yeah.
They have better memories.
I don't think it's keeping scores.
No.
I don't
What
think
is
it's keeping
what is memory?
No, it's not keeping scores. Because it's that same memory that reminds you about important things in life. No, it's not keeping score. No, it's just it's like
you have wake up.
we're like we're like an encyclopedia. You like to have us for references. So when important things happen, when did that happen? You take the encyclopedia, you look at it, you're like, okay, that's when it happened.
You know what? No. All is English you are speaking.
We're not keeping score. We're not.
Okay, so which means Muri has an encyclopedia.
And it reminds you about important things.
Important things.
Yes. Like for instance, what if you had a doctor's appointment and you didn't remember they had a doctor's appointment? Wouldn't you like to have somebody to remind you?
But it's
that same memory.
What we're saying is that's the normal schedule. Now, what we are talking about is the acts in the house. Do you understand? Maybe there's a friction and something. I know. So
no, I don't think it's us keeping score, but it is.
Who's that?
Said she's not Google. She's a scorpion.
Okay. Let's just end it there. Muri will hear it tonight. Did you see Revenge?
I just logged it. I logged it in my encyclopedia.
Can you see Revenge?
At 8:30 p.m. October 2nd, 2019. It has been logged in my encyclopedia.
My brother, I will advise you
Not to go home today.
as long as she has logged this thing in the account of the encyclopedia.
Don't go
My
home.
brother, just keep your body safe. Don't let the tiriri of a hearing do you, because they will remind you. Like when he's trying to touch you, like October the 2nd, 8:30 p.m. You said that I have a score, but tonight I am scoring a goal. All right. So. Going to the topic of the day.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, your in-law, right? Godwin?
No. Oh, no. I just saw right now that Jens Joseph. So Jens and I went to high school together. Sorry, I'm not sure if he's.
Hey, Jens! How are you?
Hi, Jens. Oh my God, I used to call him. What did I used to? Because he has like red hair. I used to call him like Ginger or something like that. I don't know. But hi, Jens. Okay, continue.
Jens.
Let's continue.
So please,
unrelated events.
if you were in high school with Muri, come on, bud.
Oh my God.
Two have become one, so I agree with Pastor Tyre. That's Simi saying this. So when you take revenge, you are essentially hurting yourself. Yeah, Pastor said it. Thank you. Adiola Fire.
So not true. It's analysis.
It is analysis. Oh, okay. Depending on how the situation may be. Finances in marriage.
Yes.
What do you have to say about that, first of all?
Yeah.
Before we go into the details about finances.
Okay. So, I mean, as you guys know, money is a big deal. I know people try to say it's not, but it is. But Bible says it's the love of money.
That's the root of all evil. That's
and
right.
you see that a lot in a marriage. So, many times with a marriage, there should be partnership. And the recent Gallup poll just came out, and it has money as the number one conflict in marriages. That's what people fight about the most. That's what people talk about the most. Because really money, if you have too much of it, you're going to complain. If you have too little of it, you're definitely going to complain.
Can you have a moderate?
No.
It's not moderate
and plan, maybe. But I mean, it's something you have to talk about. So really what I'm saying is, in a marriage, money will bring out the real you. If you're selfish, it's going to come out. If you're lazy, it's going to come out. As it deals with money matters. So I think money is extremely important. It's something that couples should plan for. They should budget. As you guys know, there's the African, maybe Nigerian thing. If the guy makes less than the wife, and so there's so many things that could happen with money.
Yeah. I know that if the guy makes less than the wife, there's a tendency of disrespect already.
Yeah.
But
in the African setting.
Yeah, but if truly the guy is hardworking, unfortunately is not earning up to what she would earn, why should there be disrespect? He's still going out to work.
Well, it's a two-sided coin. I mean, so there's disrespect, but it could be that the man's ego doesn't allow for it. And so everything now he sees in that light.
Yes.
Complaints even when shouldn't be a complaint. So it's both.
Are there complaints like, Pastor, please talk to my husband? For example, she's earning more than him.
Yeah.
But he just assumed the position of, look, I'm the man of this house,
Yeah.
and I'll handle things. And if she tries to, use the money to do something, he'll be like, no, don't worry, I'll handle it. So it's hurting her that she really wants to, in fact, spoil him.
Yeah.
Because she really loves him. So what do you advise in that situation?
Absolutely. I mean, unless the guy has a complex. So I'll use myself as a personal example because I've been on both sides of the fence. When I got married very early, 12 years ago, my wife was in first, second year of med school. So I was doing 95% of stuff. It just makes sense. But the day she finished and became a medical doctor, she started earning twice what I'm earning. So what am I going to do? Is just the way it is. I think.
You didn't readjust. Like, what did you say?
Please stop.
What did he say?
Jesus. See why.
Twice. As much as.
Is the call of God.
So with that, what now I have to do as a guy is, okay, fine, I'm still responsible for this. I'm working, I do that. There's some things I want to do in the house with my children. As long as I meet those responsibilities, I meet the primary needs. Everything else is extra. So if she wants to do something, great. If not, but again, lots of planning, lots of communication. There's, student loan, mortgage. There's a whole bunch of stuff to deal with. So.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
With-
I actually wanted to throw you over. I've been talking since.
No, with that same scenario, right?
Yes.
So, what if you had a guy who's not making that much money?
Yeah.
You have, let's put it inside this aspect.
Okay.
You have a girl that's making, Oprah money,
Yeah.
right?
Ah.
And then you have a guy that's making,
CY money.
that's making, manager money.
Okay.
Okay? And let's say the guy, he's a great guy, he's a great provider.
Yeah.
And she appreciates that.
Yeah.
But she's like, babes, instead of us living, where we're living, how about we go buy a $3 million house?
Yeah.
She can afford it,
Yeah.
but he can't afford it.
Yeah.
What then happens?
I would say, why did they get married? Because again, if you look at it from a partnership perspective, it shouldn't be, I make 100, you make 50. It should be, we make 150. And so if
Jot things down! Jot things down! If you miss this seminar, you're in
I
trouble.
don't have change. I wanted.
I wanted to spray.
sorry, I offered that.
Look, go and get your ticket. What's that website again?
ALC1Heart.
alc1heart.com, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Go and get this wealth of knowledge is just amazing. We are in the America. We are not in the Nigeria. The American way of doing coupleship is different, especially when it concerns the dough. In fact, when the dough is a higher value than where you are born, you need to come up for events like this that teach you sense. Do you understand my point? Go and buy your ticket. Go and,
Yes.
you see why buying ticket too? Won't you buy your
Please,
ticket? Won't you go?
please do it. Come
I have to.
with the
This wealth of knowledge, we need to jot things down.
So,
Did I finish answering your question?
No, fine. Sorry, I had to cut it.
No
It
worries.
touched me. 150.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, to that scenario, if she's making that much more than him, and that's a house that she can afford, and it's not, they're not giving up anything, I would say, why not? Why? You'll be proud of him to want to. I don't want to say suffer. Maybe they're not suffering, but
Yeah,
again,
that's why I say he's a manager. So they're not
Yeah.
suffering. He can provide
Yeah.
a very comfortable life.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know why be comfortable when
Yeah.
you can be.
I mean, unless it's opportunity cost. Like
People are
if
throwing
he's
me
saying, let's save or let's do
Let's
this,
invest
fine.
and all that.
But if it's just because she's the one buying it as opposed to him, then yeah, something is wrong.
What do you want to say? Do you want to ask a question or say something?
Not yet.
Okay, not
I'm
yet.
just
See why?
trying
Is there
to-
something you want to say?
I'm really trying
Or
to
ask?
go,
Because there are some
just-
questions that.
we're getting a call.
Somebody is calling. Somebody is calling. Hello?
Yeah, could I be on to the show?
Oh, yes, you are on the show. We can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, you're welcome. May we know who is calling and where you're calling from?
Oh, this is Bide calling from Maryland.
Jide from Maryland. Hi, how are you?
Bide?
Oh, Bidemi. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, how are you? Go ahead. Straight up. Bidem.
Yeah, so my question really is... Oh, okay, awesome. So here's the thing. I am coming for the show with a binder. I'm going to be writing everything.
Correct. You're going to be jotting things down.
You jot things down.
I have to hear this joke later. Bidemi.
Bidemi, are you breastfeeding? Sorry.
Hello, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, you've not asked your question. We're waiting.
Should...
Oh,
There's a
he's
delay.
watching it.
He's
He's watching it live, so
Okay,
yeah,
so you
there's a
have to-
delay.
So
That's
my
why.
question primarily is,
It should
should
just
Christians
use the book now.
engage in prenups,
Oh, wow.
or Christians should use...
That's a very
That's a good one.
Bidemi, you are brilliant.
Christians involved in what?
Prenups.
Yes.
Prenuptial marriage and
Like,
nuptial
very
agreement.
good,
His-
yes.
his-
All right, thank you, Bidemi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a really good
Bidemi, and I know him, he's a lawyer too. Should Christians have or get prenups?
Yes.
Good question. I would say 99% of the time, no.
Okay.
And I'm
Someone
living.
said yes.
Someone said yeah. So 99% of the time, meaning ordinarily in an ideal situation, I would say no. Meaning, i.e., these are two Christians before marriage. They have this conversation, they want to get married. I think living that out is room for problem. Now, the 1% is whereby, probably back to the example Yinka mentioned earlier. So if someone is making Oprah money with, she's worth 3, 4, 5 million, and you are coming making 100,000, I don't know. And
No. Let's make it clear. That 5 million is per month. Then the guys is
The
maybe
100,000
10K.
per year.
10K. Yeah, the 100K is per year.
Okay. So with that kind of disparity, if one person is not a Christian, yes, it makes sense. Because then you're going to question their motives. But then I would now ask the Christian why you're marrying a non-Christian. So I don't know. I'm not a fan, but I know there's that 1% that, is like, let's protect our
Okay,
assets.
so Pastor, I hear you, right?
I
And
know.
I hear you, and I'm with you in
Yes.
spirit,
Yes.
and I understand
But
it.
Let me ask you this: Do you plan to get one?
In my personal relationship, no.
Okay.
But there are certain relationships that Christian or not Christian,
Yeah.
white, purple, yellow, whatever you are,
Yeah.
you should definitely get a prenup.
Which are?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you're a Christian. I think that people, when you're in love, when you love each other, everything is beautiful. But divorce doesn't care if you're a Christian or not. Like I know, I know this one Nigerian couple, and they're both actually Christians, both very, very successful. But their divorce was the ugly. It's still going on, and they have 2 kids. So in that case, I'm like, prenups, although it looks like it's bad, it makes separation a lot easier.
They were never Christians.
Because the guy divorced.
Oh, my apostle!
I'm done
My
with you.
apostle is about to go deep.
No Christian in the
See
in the
why he's
history of
about to
it has
go
never
deep.
so now getting a divorce makes you not Christian.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. You see, like Pastor said, marriage is from when you started. It's partnership, and if you understand that from the beginning as a Christian, I mean, when you come up and say Christian, they are Christians, and I mean, it depends on what they are divorcing about.
Oh,
What's
so
the-
now certain
what's the
divorced
ground?
Christians are Christians.
If it's an abuse in the area of abuse, yes.
So the man now that was abusing, or the woman that was abusing, that one is the one that's not a Christian.
No,
No, because you're trying to say that if you're getting a
see what we're
divorce,
saying?
depending on the grounds, you're not a Christian. I don't think getting a divorce makes you not Christian just as much as
I'm
stealing
not
a
saying
cookie
that. What
doesn't
I'm
make
saying,
you
I'm
not a
talking in
Christian.
terms of the prenup now. I'm not. It's not the divorce thing I'm talking about. It's the prenup thing, because if as a Christian I'm going into marriage with you, and I start already, I have in my head prenup, then it shows that I don't even know who I am, or we don't know.
No,
who
someone
we are.
just said. Just meant the comment section is busy. We have not even started.
There's fire.
It's heavy.
My eyes on
There's
it.
fire.
It's heavy. Look at Chaple now. He has been busy on his phone.
Every week.
Ah.
Please, can you come every week?
No, today is a special edition. We're not rushing. Just calm down. Now, let's start from this lower part. Someone said prenup means no trust from the get-go. Already planning to fail before you start the journey.
No,
Jackie, who did that person? What's his name?
Okay, wait.
CB
No. So question. So now when you buy insurance for your house, for flood insurance, so when you bought the insurance, you were planning for your house to flood.
What are you saying?
You buy it when you get car insurance, when you get health insurance. So I'm planning to get shot, so I'm gonna get health insurance. No,
That's my
you get it because you never know.
Battery has charged. The battery has
No,
charged.
you get it because you never know.
Oh, see, Yinka, the way you are, the way you are. If there's a court case, you should represent. Don't even be a lawyer. You will get the judge already.
Again, the prenup is for separation of assets, right?
Yeah.
So again, unless there's like huge disparity in net worth, meaning someone really has money that he's afraid of the spouse taking. Why? Like
No, but that there's
if
also
you have
but
this
just to
comment
say, but
section.
just to say that too, there's also post-op because let's say me and so and so get married and we're
Yeah.
both like humble living, we're praying for God, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Then one of us, bam, hammers,
Yeah.
and you didn't get a prenup or a post-op. That's now community property that you both got while you're in the marriage.
Yeah.
So now, God forbid, if the girl's like, you know what, I don't like the color shirt you're wearing today, I'm not gonna divorce you. Well, guess what? You about to get $0 because she got your kids. She's gonna take you to court, and you about to be broke.
But she helped you hammer, right?
How so? What if during the whole time?
you guys were married during
What
that
if during
time?
the whole time what you were believing in, she didn't believe in it? What if she was saying it's not gonna work?
Are
It's
you
stupid,
talking
it's
about
stupid.
Tiger Woods?
I mean, that girl really didn't do. That's what I'm saying. She didn't do nothing but
Pity, I'm beginning to see that some people are going into marriage because of business.
That's just
But it is a partnership.
All right.
partnership.
All right, let's take some comments.
Okay.
Toki Luffy Market says divorce is not in the
Insurance.
is not in the original plan of God. It happens, but not ideal with two Christians. It happens though,
Yeah.
and it should be examined case by case.
That's what I said.
yeah.
I left 1%.
Now, Talk by Bob says, well, I agree with Pastor that it is only when you have huge differences at the beginning. Val Ojo says, pastors have divorced their wives, so I don't know why it's just a big deal. If it's not working, go your separate ways.
Okay.
Don't die there because you are Christians. Bow! That's hot.
No,
Then,
I was with you until a point. I was with you.
then Toki said, when you start thinking of it like you have to, insurance against something bad happening, you're starting with a very interesting mindset. Then Topa is asking, what if you sign a prenup and it is your partner that hammer?
What he's trying to say
And
is,
you're the one that you get caught out.
so if it was your idea that
Yeah.
that we should sign prenup, then you now hammer.
Yes.
Then you now be the person that messes up.
I think also he mentioned earlier, that's why I said the comment is so busy. I have to scroll up.
see it, no worries.
He mentioned, you want to say something?
Yeah, in the area of divorce, they came to ask Jesus
Yes.
about divorce.
Yes.
That Moses said, and I remember Jesus boldly telling them, he said, listen, he said it was because of your
wicked heart.
Your wicked heart.
Yeah.
It was not so from the beginning.
Yeah.
It was never God's plan.
Yeah, which is exactly what Toki was saying.
So it was because of man's wickedness that divorce came in.
I understand, and I agree with that. And a lot of things that we've gone through as humans was not
So-
a part of God's plan.
So does the
Like, we are
situation
here.
so, in the marriage relate to the wickedness of man? Like the wickedness you're talking about, it wasn't the original plan of God, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the wickedness of man. But is it that the situations in marriage, some differences that even you and I may not even expect, but leads to a divorce?
Absolutely.
Does it relate to
Absolutely.
wickedness?
Absolutely. I mean, God doesn't love divorces, and no one does. But if a man is beating a woman,
You have to
you
go
tell
before you
her
die.
to
Oh
get
yeah,
separated.
I no. What I'm talking about is maybe some kind of innocent things that can happen, And okay,
Like
I don't like the way
cheating,
you're talking to me.
cheating.
No.
No,
I want us to go there.
No.
Pastor, there's
no.
why I want us
No,
to go
but
there.
not even
We will
cheating.
get
No,
there.
but no, I agree with what you're
I agree,
saying.
we'll get there.
Not even cheating, right? They could just be things in terms of like finances,
Yeah.
right? Like there's certain husbands or even certain wives that will hide money
This comment
Yeah.
section.
from their spouse,
Yeah.
or maybe let's say that they are addicted to gambling,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden you and your children, you're at home, a guy comes down, your husband owes us 30K, give us
Yeah.
30K or you get your head blown off. Yeah, let me tell you something. It's either we're gonna talk and you're gonna check yourself into rehab, or we're gonna get a divorce, because I'm not gonna catch a bullet because you wanna squander away all of our finances. So yeah, that was an innocent thing. He didn't mean for his family to be in that predicament, but you put your family in a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
So what do? You stay?
So was that wickedness?
It was wrong. There's nothing innocent about putting your family in danger.
No. And I mean, like one thing I believe in, PT, is I believe in second chance. I believe in, opportunities where.
For grace.
I mean, but I just believe that there are situations you can try to help. At least try.
Yeah.
Don't just, at the first instance,
Yeah.
you just jump out.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. I'm
Absolutely.
not saying
You
you should stay, but at least you should try.
Oh yeah.
So okay, now back to our finances topic.
Yes.
Because some things here, especially when we got before we move further to the area of divorce that might be as a result of finances.
Oh yeah, that last one is very.
Can spouse divorce a spouse? They become lazy and not making any more.
Not making any more money.
Yeah, I guess that's the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
As
That always go to vigil every night. Val says a woman that always go to vigil every night and the man feels their sex life is zero. Pastor, what should that man do? Hello, we are talking of finances.
But that's
Finances,
No,
not
wait.
sexuality.
Wait, all I want to say.
We need to jump things down.
That question sounded real personal.
Yeah.
It was very specific. Oh, we're getting a question.
He's asking for a
Wait,
friend.
we're getting asking for a friend. Phone call. Oh, Jesus.
Hello?
Yeah, Bidemi again. So sorry about the other time.
Okay,
So here's
Bidemi.
my follow-up question.
Okay.
What is the role of a woman when the husband consistently and persistently makes reckless financial decisions? Should the woman just be subservient to her husband, or should she?
Wait, break it down. When you say subservient, what you break it? Speak normal English. Don't go too far.
Bidemi, the anointing is upon your head right now, because that is a very good question. Thank you.
Some people could be so personal.
So wait. I'm sorry, Obidemi. Because it's a good question, that's anointing.
It's anointing. That's divine intervention.
Okay, go ahead, Bidemi. Go ahead, Bidemi. We're listening.
So the question is for Pastor Tiger, please.
Yeah, okay.
What should be the role
So we
of
should
the
shut
woman?
up.
Yeah, we'll shut
So
up.
we should shut up.
We'll shut up. We'll shut up.
Not at all, please. I love you guys.
We don't love you. It's not revenge. Go ahead.
So my question is very simple. What is the role of the woman if the husband continues to make bad financial decisions? Should she fight him? Should she just remain silent and continues to defer to him? Thank you.
Okay. Excellent question, Pete. I think definitely the woman, especially if they have children, she has to start taking some individual decisions to at least protect the kids. If the guy is reckless, wasting money, mortgage is not paid, bills are not paid, and she knows it's because of his recklessness, she has to do what she can to cover the family. And have as many conversations with the guy. I don't know, take him to his pastor, whoever is accountable to, or, talk to him. But I don't know. I pray there's some change. Hopefully, these are the kind of things that you really, really want to check before marriage. Look at the person's credit report, talk to them very well.
God bless you.
That's why we're having the marriage conference.
But then I have a follow-up question with that, right? Because
Yes.
you said that you should look into the person's finances, credit score before you get married.
Yes.
What is the line between financial responsibility and potential? because there's lots of women nowadays that say, okay, you may not have it now, but I know you're going to have it in the future, so I'm going to invest in the potential in you, right? So should a woman, if she's looking at his credit score and he's got like a credit score like 400, should she, wait, can you even get that low? I don't know. But anyways, if you get like a credit score like 400, does she walk away from that?
Yes. So great question. So really, I think you have to find where that balance is. I think many times women would look at what the man drives as opposed to what drives the man. And I think there's a huge difference. Meaning, if the guy has potential, now you can't go off of just potential, because there have been guys that I've known to, talk a good game and there's no substance. Right, so it's the woman's job.
Oh, we need to jump things down. They talk a good game, but there is no
substance. So it's the woman's job to see where he's going. I can use Ty as an example. Known him for 10, 12 years, and from day one, you always saw the drive. That he had businesses in him that it was just taking time for them to unravel. And so if the guy is doing good, is doing decent, i.e., is in school, taking classes, he has a plan, here's what I want to do, that you can kind of work with. So when the Bible says that a woman would follow a man or be a helpmate, what is the woman helping the guy to do, right? So the guy has to show that vision and show signs that he's doing it.
Oh, Pastor, you can't unveil everything.
Yeah.
Okay. That, if you want to know more,
let's play the video.
18th and 19th.
Let's play the video.
Yes.
They need
watch
to
this.
for themselves.
Yeah, watch this.
Please register.
You need to.
Please go and register.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Val is asking some really personal
I'm
questions.
so excited that Tara and I will be coming to Pastor, a friend, my brother from another mother, Pastor Tychus, fondly known as PT, and the Abundant Life Chaple family. And they're going to be hosting us at the 2019 One Heart Marriage Conference. It's going to be happening in Bowie, Maryland. So everyone in the DMV area, we are coming to you.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Over the last 18 years, God has taught us certain things that are based on His Word that we've practiced in our marriage. We've had challenging times, but we've enjoyed most of it. So we're looking forward to sharing our experiences with you.
All right, and so that's going to be happening on Friday, the 18th of October, and Saturday, the 19th of October, 2019. And once again, that's going to be at the Abundant Life Chapel Church. And so if you want more details about that.
Now, you've heard it once again from Fela and his beautiful wife, Tara Duarte. They'll be here 18th and 19th, and we're going to be talking about the event now. Yeah. We see a lot of comments. People are really bubbling here, asking some kind of questions. Come to the event, you will get your questions answered. So
they want us to just say everything.
It's just everything that you now
so that you
go, pay that money, invest in your
future.
Oh my God, say it, brother.
Invest in your destiny.
Say it again, brother. At least, since you have problem with tithe and offering, there's nothing wrong in buying ticket to a conference. So just buy the ticket and go to the conference, okay?
ALC1heart.com.
Yeah, ALC1heart.com. Let's watch this and we'll be right back.
Are you single and looking to find the right person for you? Would you like to build a successful relationship with the people you meet on dates? Or are you a married couple who wants to take your marriage to a new level of intimacy and understanding? Are you looking to communicate better with your spouse and build a stronger bond? Join Pastor Teo and Dr. Ina Tychus as we welcome guest speakers Tara and Fila Durotoye for the Right One Singles Conference and the Better Together Marriage Conference on Friday, October 18th and Saturday, October 19th. Come experience new perspectives on how to find and date the right one, or come put a spark in your marriage. Special features include interactive Q&A, music, refreshments, games, and giveaways. Wherever you may be on the happiness scale, get inspired to find and enjoy the most loving and fulfilling relationships that you deserve. You don't want to miss out. It all kicks off October 18 and 19. So register now at www.myabundantlife.church. See you there. Are you single and looking?
Let's give it up for Abundant Life Chapel, first of all, for putting, you see, there've been a lot of conferences marriage and all. I mean, I grew up in church most part of my life. See why he's exposed to it. Even Chaple knows about it. I'm sure you knows. But this one is different. This one is actually different, and I really commend it.
This is not religion.
It's not. No. And sir, I said it in my post, but I'm gonna say it now live. If you attend this event, just know that I am giving away 2 front row tickets because of this program.
Thank you.
To any couple or any pair of people that pastor chooses at the event. The only way you can get that ticket is when you enter and go for that event. He won't give it here. He won't give it here. He won't give it there. But seriously, 2 front row tickets to Rhythm and Laughter November 24th at the Laurel High Auditorium.
Thank you.
That's just a little support for it because we need to build. You see, the essence of that show is centered around families.
Yes.
Because Thanksgiving is actually when you celebrate more family, coming together. Yeah. So having this event is a good way to start establishing, correcting some things about it and building on the good side also of familyhood. So we're giving away 2 front row tickets. I'm saying it again for this, but the only way you can get that ticket is to be at that conference.
Awesome.
So go get your tickets for the conference. Be a part of it.
I need to ask you a very simple question.
Sure.
I definitely want to just go straight to the answer, either yes or no, or the way people can go about it.
All right.
Like she said, if a guy has a goal,
Yes.
and the lady see that potential in the guy,
Yes.
and along the line, maybe after they get married,
Yeah.
the guy derailed from the old thing. Maybe he started messing up with bad gangs and all that. Should the lady still divorce or not?
Not just because of that, right? Because I would hope it's a phase. I would hope the guy can change. Since he didn't start out that way, not sure how he got to this place now where he's derailed. And so
now,
I would hope.
I'm trying to bring out something.
Yes.
For the past couple of weeks, we've been discussing about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now, we have someone who said, I won't say she.
Yeah. I said
but
it.
Someone said,
I said it.
threshold is when the guy cheats.
Okay.
Now, in the beginning of the relationship,
Yeah.
the guy might not have the mind of cheating on anything, but probably maybe after getting married,
Yeah.
now mixing up with bad gangs. Or
Yeah.
He may not even mix up.
He
He just have to.
doesn't have to.
I just have
He
to.
chop.
See why I've been waiting for this.
Give enough reason for the lady to just walk out of the relationship.
A deal breaker.
So
It's deal breaker.
let's
The threshold point and the deal
So
breaker.
it's 2 things.
Don't talk.
Oh, no, I'm listening.
Let's start with the Bible and then we'll come to real life, so to speak.
Let's jump things.
So the Bible says, this is Jesus now, that is the one time that divorce is allowed. In the place of infidelity, right? So if that's
Say it again.
now, so that's the same scripture that Jenny was. I'm sorry, she was quoting that it's because of your wicked heart. But Jesus says if that happens. Now, in real life, what I will say is again, it's 2 ways. Some women can forgive and get past that, and some can't. They feel like the trust is broken. That covenant is broken. It means a lot of things.
So what you're trying to say now is maybe it's being flipped around.
You said it's only one question.
Hold on.
To ask
You guys have been talking and keeping quiet.
So my
now,
answer
if
to
the
you
baby is
is
being flipped around,
yes.
and the lady was one that cheated.
Yeah, the exact same thing. So my answer to you is that I mean, it would take a lot for me to recommend a divorce. Definitely my first instance is, can you forgive? Can we pray? Can we get past this? I have friends that I know it's happened and now they have amazing marriages. And I have some that is like, this is it. So
It was a deal breaker.
I would preach forgiveness. I would preach second chances. But unfortunately,
it's a personal thing.
Sometimes second chance becomes 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And the woman is like, I can't deal with this. This is not
but
gonna
we're
stop.
talking about this is the first time it happened.
If it's the first time, anytime.
will
Like I
definitely
said,
be the
I'll preach
last.
forgiveness. I would hope
Because
the woman can get past it.
Pity.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this
Yeah.
is I'm not trying to force anybody to do it or to divorce. Or I'm not trying to convince anybody.
Yeah.
But I just feel we are product of forgiveness. God Himself forgives us.
Yeah.
And we still keep.
And we keep going.
Yeah.
And here is someone that, and let's use the bracket now.
Yeah.
Christians.
Yeah.
Let's bracket it.
Yeah.
These are Christians, and somebody does something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cheats.
Yeah.
Or she cheats.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the reason why, sorry to cut you, I think the reason why I see why you don't understand it is because that's not your deal breaker. Deal breakers are very, very personal. Yes. Everybody has different thresholds. Yeah.
No.
So if you can't say that you can't, and here's the thing too, I want us to not try to like look down on somebody because they can't get over cheating. Oh. Because it's not, it's very, very difficult.
If I may.
No, I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are.
If I may. I believe where CY is coming from, right? It's not that we don't know of the threshold of every individual. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not that we don't know the deal breakers of every individual. Yeah. It's not that we don't know the weak points of
the life that we find ourselves.
Yeah. No, actually, I think he's looking at it from where Jesus expects you. Yeah. Right. Regardless of whether it's a weak point, he created it. He knew from beginning how your weak point is and everything. Yeah. But that's the emphasis of the expectations.
No, but God also said that the only grounds for divorce is adultery. So I think that if there are some people, if that be honestly,
the case, but I don't want to say it's not automatic though.
So no, it's definitely
not. You cheated and that's it.
No, it's not automatic.
See, if that be the case, all our parents should have been divorced since now. Mm-hmm. Parents of us that have 2, 3, 4, 5 wives, they should have been divorced since now. Mm-hmm. But they actually even stayed in the marriage just because of the African values. Or
but what was the quality?
I'm not saying.
But what's the quality of the marriage? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like there's so many.
So at the deal breaker, then the quality goes higher.
No, but no, exactly. I'm not saying that the quality. I think at the end of the day, we all only have one life, and you want to live the best quality of your one life.
Okay,
it's individual. You can't force the woman.
Sorry, please, Jenny. Sorry for cutting you. There is this trend going on now, most especially back home. Yeah. That people just come out. He did this. I'm done. Yeah. She did this. I'm done. And I don't know, personally, I feel that people just do it because they just want to have their freedom. They just want to go ahead and do what they want to do. Yeah. And once they're out of that marriage, you see them just go haywire. Yeah. They just go on social media. They are doing so many things that you're like, oh, is this why you wanted to?
In relation to what you all are saying, Yinka, if my deal breaker, for example, I'm not saying it's happening, but if one's deal breaker is anger, should he divorce his wife because of anger?
No, I mean anger is not.
No, but that's the person's deal breaker. But that's you see the same way
he's talking about a deal breaker.
A deal breaker is what you do to them. Yes. If your anger is somewhat curtailed, then fine. To our point of deal breaker.
But the anger is as a result of what was done to the person.
No, because to our point of deal breaker, I've heard a lady say, "Look, if he cheats, I probably will forgive him, but the day he thinks to hit me, that's it. I'm gone." Because that person is speaking from a personal experience.
That's what I'm asking.
So some things are personal, but now back to CY's point. I also think there's two sides. So yes, our generation is the type that quick to divorce, unfortunately, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I also think at the same time, you have to hold people accountable. So if you're married and too many cases where you're married, you're slipping around, then you give your spouse something, or you have no plan of staying faithful. How is someone supposed to live with that?
So I think you said something from the beginning that this whole thing, divorce, and I'm not divorced, and it all started from the point where when you were going into the relationship from the beginning, you never checked.
Oh, yeah.
That's not true.
That's with many marriages.
I'm sorry.
That's with many marriages. Not all. I mean, people are going to make mistakes. And that's where the wife would have to, because most times, to be honest with you, most wives, their problem is not.
Sorry, someone said
it's not forgiving.
Does the Bible condemn more than one wife, like King Solomon?
That's the Old Testament, please. And even the Lord doesn't allow that now. But most times, many wives, their problem is not just to forgive.
Really,
It's the fear that it was going to happen.
Pastor, see threat. That's threat.
No, that's encouragement. Continue.
That's threat.
Continue.
What time is it?
9:03. October 2nd.
Muri, their counting scores. Muri, their accounting scores. Oh, it's just a show now. It's just a show.
Well,
Because I know it did not finish here. You will discuss it on your way home.
Val, please. My name is CY. If you have a personal problem with me, just face me.
Why did
He says that's not true, Mr. Red. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Val said
Wait.
My name is CY, and I'm wearing this red because I like it.
My
red.
shirt,
All right.
my shirt is red too.
All right. Although there's someone else wearing red. So now, Toki says, if a wound takes time to heal, then surely a marriage needs time to heal when there is infidelity. But ensure that the time is not spent pulling at the scabs and or reopening the wounds. That's the scars of the wounds.
That's a wise woman.
He said it's really spent
Is it a woman?
time in healing and rebuilding.
Jesus Christ.
You know, so here is where I'm going to. Okay, cheating, not cheating, blah 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 blah. Big shout out to Donex once again. Shay Brown also tuned in earlier on. Big shout out to you.
I'm so done with this comment. I'm so done. He said because adultery is outside the marriage, you can't commit adultery if they're your wives. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wives.
That's the Old Testament. Now, in the area of finances, back to finances.
Okay.
If you as a man,
Yeah.
you're earning more than your wife,
Yes.
because it's a, you mentioned 50 and 100,
Yeah.
that's 150.
Yes.
So does the term our money come into play, which means what you're making,
Yes.
what I'm making is our money,
I think,
right?
Yes.
But what if it's from the female side
Yeah.
making more than the male? Is it still our money?
It should be.
I like the way you said it should be, because not all women will agree with that.
It should be.
Because you know what they say? They say you are the head. You are supposed to provide.
Like I said, it should
We
be.
are hearing you. We are talk.
It should.
All I have to say
Is we thank you, Lord.
your money is my money.
Oh, and your
and
money.
my money is
my
my
money.
money.
Oh.
And that's it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Muri reply her to continue.
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 It really should be.
No, I agree with you. It should, I think one of our listeners, Val, had said something, made a comment earlier, like, what do you do if your spouse doesn't want to open a joint bank account?
Yeah.
And I think that goes off of your comment, too. If it's supposed to be our money, why
Yeah.
can't we just open one account?
So to that, I will tell you, joint accounts just haven't worked for me personally. Just too many.
Pastor does not have joint account.
We do have a joint account. Let me explain.
What makes it different? He's human.
Let me explain.
She's just
Let
spicy.
me explain. So
She's
right
just
now,
spicy.
Hold on. Pastor, go ahead.
So right now, what we have, I have an individual account. My wife has her account, and we have a joint account.
Okay.
Now, the joint account is mostly for bills. That's where we both, I'm putting this, you're putting this, and we take care of all our bills. Because, we tried the one account thing at the beginning, and it was just too confusing. I want to be able to, go to, I don't know.
But
Chipotle
doesn't
or
that
somewhere
work?
and
Doesn't that work for a basic salary structure?
What do you mean?
For example, if you're a businessman,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean money comes in every month.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it comes in every week.
Yeah.
There are low seasons and high seasons.
Yeah.
So if your expectation is to bring a certain amount,
Yeah.
do you understand?
Yeah.
How does that come into play? So that's what I'm asking. Is it not meant to be, is joint account not related to a structural kind of finance?
It should, but then again, every couple is different. That's with that scenario. But I definitely think with the joint account, everyone has to have an understanding of what it is for.
Yes.
If it's just a joint account because then you can go and you buy new shoes and someone has a problem with that. So I think what we've done is, look, here is your money that you can do whatever you want to do with it. No one is questioning anything. But as far as the house is concerned, here's what we want to do. Now, in your question with the business, that's going to be an understanding of, look, some months I'm going to be able to do this, some months maybe not, and you still have to have that understanding.
Okay, so I want to ask another question.
We're going to close with your question.
Wait, I have
Because-
two questions. No, but it's just two small questions. You can go first, though. You can go first.
Now, a situation where you have your personal account.
Yes.
Your wife has a personal account,
Yes.
and you have an agreement on
What bills
you
to take
split
care
the
of.
bills. Who is to take care of what? There is no personal account.
No joint
No joint account.
Yes.
Sorry. And and a situation, and a time comes.
Sorry, Pastor Mrs. You're doing great, babe. Why? Where have you been, sis?
So and maybe a situation where you now you open your bank account in front of your spouse, and she now sees that you have some good money in your account, and they now start placing demands.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get this, we need to get that.
Yeah.
Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that not manipulative?
Manipulative because she's asking because there's more money, or because it's something that you really need?
Yes.
And you are not able to do before?
Yes.
Okay.
There is. I mean, how do you see that? Because I understand. I know we're supposed to take responsibility.
Yeah.
But when there is an agreement and you're trying to play smart, because you see that the other person has some good money.
So really, I mean, I think if you split bills or whatever it is,
wait now.
I like all of these questions.
Wait now, did somebody
He's answering you.
So if you've split the bills, responsibilities, and the other person, I think there would always still be that ask outside of that. I think to a certain extent, maybe I'm old school. Like, she was saying, even with my wife, there's still can you get this for me? Not because she can't afford it, but there's that thing of your husband got you this.
But you have planned that money.
You haven't planned anything. It's her money. I don't know what you're just holding it for her. You're just holding it for her. I don't understand.
You have a plan.
Targeted.
Because, as men,
yes,
a person like me, I have a vision board in my house. So I write out everything I want to do.
Yeah. See why it is.
And somebody just comes up and if you don't do it, it's like you are the devil.
No, explain that. Now, if you say no every time, there'll be a problem. But in times where it's like, look.
Quickly ask it because I want to read the comment. The comments will close the show quickly.
Okay.
We have a few minutes.
Okay. Ooh, oh my God, you're putting me under pressure. Okay,
sorry.
one of my questions. Oh my God. I'm actually losing it. No, actually, I've lost it. Go ahead.
Okay, comments. Just
read the comments.
Okay, all of us now are telling you.
If I remember.
Continue.
Oh, yes. What day? Okay, so about you guys have joint accounts and then you have separate accounts.
Yeah.
First question, for your separate accounts, should there be a limit to how much you're allowed to spend without telling your spouse?
For your separate account.
From your separate account.
No.
It's not separate.
It's your account.
So
you make your money.
So with ours, you can't loan anyone money over a certain threshold without letting the other person know. Especially in my case, sometimes, especially if the person is female, like the optics look bad if it's like you gave Mrs. So and so $5,000 and it's a loan and you kept it from your spouse. So again, there's that.
Because when the casala boss.
Okay. And then my second question is, especially for females, what if you're in a relationship where, not saying that your man is not the most reliable, but just for any reason, do you believe that whoever, do you have a daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
2.
Would $2? Okay. Would you advise your daughters when they get married, should they keep Vex money?
Keep what money?
Vex money. So Vex money is
basically... You've not heard of Vex money.
So basically Vex money is money that you just take small, you put it aside just in case. You just never know. For a rainy day, let's say he ain't acting right. So you know what, me and my kids were leaving. We're going to the hotel to cool off for a little bit. Or maybe, God forbid, he loses his job. He's like, oh, how are we going to pay the rent? You're like, don't worry, babe. I have a little, should we,
No, that was not, that's savings, not Vex money. Let's define Vex money. Vex money is not savings.
No, but
Vex money, it came from, maybe you go out and you meet a guy or something, you guys go out and the guy didn't treat you well or is meant to say, with your money, you will vex and go. That's Vex money. So that's what she's saying.
And then we're back to the divorce.
So that's what we're saying. So let's say your man did something really, really bad. Let's say there were rumors that he's cheating. You've not even confirmed. Should you keep money for a rainy day?
I think you should keep money regardless.
Whether it's
I probably won't call it Vex money, but I think you should just keep money.
Whether it's snowing or
So thank you. Now let's read the comments and have fun with this.
Okay.
Betty Yeti says, only lazy men would want to join accounts, especially if she makes more money. Adiola.
Everybody's coming from a woman.
Adiola Fayomi Sanusi says, should the spouse that make less money be given an allowance?
If it's female, yes.
Get out.
If it's female, yes.
And if it's possible,
If it's a man, don't worry, you'll be alright.
Then someone's asking, what if we have different definition for need? I'm fine with the basic things of life, but what if there is a different definition for need? Then another one says allowance no seems odd. I love getting allowance. Okay, allowance. Your separate account is your business. Bam, nice one. My delightful. Looking forward to seeing you all at the singles and marriage conference. See me twins, nice one. Sandrine Jesse says definitely all women should put some money aside in a savings account within the man's knowledge.
No, but if it's within the man's knowledge,
yes, you should have extra on the side just in case he spends too much. Marriage is a journey. Money enables goals set in marriage, not keep each other aware of big purchases affects your goals. Absolutely. Vex money is your separate account, whether it's Vex or bags or shoe money. Hello, Toki was one that said that. Then Johnny said Vex money is just common sense. Yeah. As a woman, you should have a savings. You know. But that wraps it all. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We really, really had fun today. Yeah. And special thank you to Pastor Tychus.
Thank you
and
so much.
Sincere greetings to the lovely family and church of the Abundant Life Chapel for putting this event together. Please make sure you go for it. It's very, very important. Aside the goodies around it, but information is power. Knowledge is beautiful. Go and hear from experiences. Like what Sarah said. 18 years, there's been the highs, the lows, but how we manage it has been interesting experience. Yeah. Go and learn. It's not all marriages can never be the same, but you can learn from one or the other that can help, make yours better. And we'd like to thank the church for putting this together. Go get your tickets, go online. At the end of the show, we're going to play the video again so you can see all the information. And like I said, November 24th, Redeeming Laughter. We're giving out 2 front row tickets.
October 31st, please remind them.
Oh, yes, we will. And also even, who knows, maybe we'll give 2 people that come for the conference, special invite to Afrobeat Live Party, December 7th. You understand? Because it's always strictly by invitation. You understand? So we don't know. Maybe I'll produce. I'm just saying, I didn't say it's concluded.
I see you.
But yeah, so 2 front row tickets to Rhythm and Laughter, November 24th. Tickets online. Go to eventbrite.com. Search for it. You'll get it. Now, October 31st. Jokes on Me. CY has kicked off a new comedy club, and it's something that you all should come out for. We don't really have comedy club as a culture, but now something has started. Let's come out in all
Cove Sports Cafe.
Yeah, Cove Sports is on 450, right? It's off 450. Glendale, Maryland.
Somebody just asked again when is the conference, so let's
October 18th and 19th. The video will play again. Please note all the details. And also follow us on our social media pages. We'll post it. So those are.
Oh my gosh, I have one more really special event. I completely forgot. Okay, so October 23rd. It's my birthday. I'm starting to accept presents right now. So slide into my DMs. I take checks, bank transfers, cash.
I thought it's your wedding.
Me too. I'm the 22nd.
Oh, okay. See, we got it started already. 22nd, 23rd. Aren't you also? No, you're November. No, you're October. You're October. Yeah, he's also October. Aren't you like 26 or something?
No, 30th.
30th. Okay, so we right here.
October 30th.
Pastor first.
A day before Wednesday.
Jokes on me. A day before jokes on me. So you all make sure you're there. Once again, thank you, Pastor Tyra. We had a great time today.
October 23rd.
It was a good show. It was a good show. You understand?
October 23rd. October 23rd.
It's her birthday. October 23rd. She said, slide into her DM. Now listen. Listen and listen well. When you slide into that DM,
it's just to ask me for my account details.
Get her account details. If you are trying to toast her, she's engaged. If you toast her, you will fall in your sliding, and you will break your head in that sliding of the DM. Do you understand? This is a family team. She's already taken in the hands of the Lord.
Go and use your Vex money.
Go and use your Vex. We'll come up your way again next Wednesday. Don't miss it. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. My social media is Comedy Jetty.
Yinka Ladera.
Pastor
An Abundant Life.
An Abundant Life Chaple, and also Tychus. Yes, Abundant Life Chaple and Tychus.
Yes.
So on Instagram, yes,
At CY Comedy 1.
Chaple Media.
at Chaple Media, and also Afrobeat Life 1. Afrobeat Life 1. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We love you all. Good night and have a fantastic week ahead.
Find the right person for you? Would you like to build a successful relationship with the people you meet on dates? Or are you a married couple who wants to take your marriage to a new level of intimacy and understanding? Are you looking to communicate better with your spouse and build a stronger bond? Join Pastor Teo and Dr. Ina Tychus as we welcome guest speakers Tara and Fila Duratoye for the Right One Singles Conference and the Better Together Marriage Conference on Friday, October 18th and Saturday, October 19th. Come experience new perspectives on how to find and date the right one, or come put a spark in your marriage. Special features include interactive Q&A, music, refreshments, games, and giveaways. Wherever you may be on the happiness scale, get inspired to find and enjoy the most loving and fulfilling relationships that you deserve. You don't want to miss out. It all kicks off October 18 and 19. So register now at www.myabundantlife.church. See you there. Are you single?
Young man, what's your name? We not they know your mate. They search young man. We not they see you. They wipe go and carry come. They do young man. Now that's how we go and use this one wipe here. What? This is the throne of judgment. Are you aware? We don't share na. I no even know. What's your name? Edda. Hellfire. Huh? You say? Hellfire. I be Nigerian, no. Hellfire. Check it there. I said they come from Nigeria. Hellfire. I they come from Hellfire. You say make I enter another Hellfire. We not the year what they talk. Hellfire. You go call your guy. What? Now I go judge us here. Mother son. Now I go judge us here. I go come from Hellfire enter another Hellfire. I don't care where they go. Man, I don't put they go back to hell. The Nigeria, you joke. I want to say. Either you shift now.